Are the clubs going to still get 1 million Ghana cedis in 2027? Are the clubs going to get 1 million or $100,000 in 2028?
Under this government, you bought World Cup qualifiers. We've not seen the budget for that. On mine at the Blasters, to quiet free Ghana, I bought 2 international friendly games in UK. This year, the first of the month, President Ekojina Parliament, I can say, the sports minister will be accountable to Ghanaians about every dealings between the football association and the other federations in this country. So far, just 2 games with friendly games, and the World Cup qualifier boy up to now. And Barbara, you ask yourself, saying they APL fund never by the marketing aspect of our game. You ask yourself, saying to what war office on so much money you're saying? Is it for the national team now? The question is, if you are accountable to Ghanaians, see guy now they are shame.
But you see, I am also appealing to the partnership. Say, 1 million, we shouldn't give everything to the club for the services.
Why?
I know my clubs.
But once and the part me of we Juma, but my portrait. But me not my dad, and I don't also be go to.
I am very disappointed because the same people who accuse Kwesi Nyantakyi of staying in power for long,
for how many years?
Are the same people. 13 years old. What is the difference between 12 and 13?
Just a year.
The same people.
The reason why 1 year
I'm coming. Are the same people that want to push the FA's then for 3. If the actual owners of the clubs are at Congress, if Peter Mewu and Co are at Congress, would you go to Congress and go and promise boot and what and whatever?
What's happening? Manchester United have won the Premier League.
Hey.
Glory,
which league?
Glory. They've won the Premier League. Manchester United
league?
They've won the Premier League. Hello there. Welcome to another intriguing and interesting episode of the One Top Podcast, your number one and most informative and also all the humor. Then you have it here on the One Top Podcast. I'm your presenter and host, Josiah, and today there's quite a lot to talk about. I'm here with my usual suspect. We'll be talking about a bit about Ghana football. Just recently, the Ghana Football Association had a lunch because the 2025-26 Ghana Premier League will be kickstarting in the next couple of weeks. But then there was one big issue that has been hovering in the past 2 seasons after start times. Contract with the FA came to an end. That meant that the Ghana Premier League went a full season without an official broadcaster. But then finally, the Ghana Football Association has launched a new partnership with a new production house that would be tasked with production of Ghana Premier League games for some channels to show. And we'll be entering into that one deeper to know what is at stake because Keto Kreku, who is the president for the Ghana Football Association, has promised each team 1 million Ghana cedis before the start of the season. 1 million Ghana cedis before the start of the season. That's some huge money. That's equivalent to $100,000. Can you imagine what these teams will do with $100,000? Can you just imagine what they can do with $100,000? We'll be discussing that. Thomas Partey also, this has nothing to do with his rape issues or charges, but then he's edging closer to a move to La Liga outfit Villareal. We'll be talking about that. And then also one Barcelona legend has made some interesting remarks about Marcus Rashford, and then also once transfer target for Barcelona who signed a 10-year deal with Athletic Bilbao, Nico Williams. He says, and I quote, Rashford is a better player than Nico Williams. And let me welcome my panelist for today. Nanedu is my panelist, usual suspect, and then also I have Felix Romac. Is still sipping some hot coffee in the studios of One Top Podcast. And we're here to digest everything that has been happening. But we'll start off with Felix Romac, how did you digest the news about Premier League clubs earning 1 million Ghana cedis? Let's use dollars. $100,000 before the start of each season. You think that's a cocoa season for them? Windfall.
Cocoa season.
Windfall.
See, you can describe it as cocoa season because currently the price index for cocoa has even risen on the international market.
Okay. That is indeed cocoa. It's indeed cocoa season.
The thing is, if you are a club owner And for the past 3-4 seasons, you haven't come across such a huge amount of money.
Yeah.
And somebody somewhere is saying, I have 1 million Ghana cedis for you, or $100,000. You should be super excited. So for me, I was very excited to see that there is a partnership that would produce, manage, market, and commercialize the Ghana Premier League. And I say that I am excited about the money, and was also excited because the last season, the production we saw on TV was one of the worst I've ever seen.
Is that the best way to describe it? Worst.
But then yeah, worst. I mean,
I use shambolic.
I should polish it or package it and put it in a box.
Make it even worse than worse.
Okay. I don't want us to be harsh on them. Okay. It was poor. The production was poor. So for me,
it was not the best.
It was not the best. Yeah. So I was super excited that at least we have a partnership between the Ghana Football Association, Adisa Production Limited, and then support from government. So it was good news. But then again, I had a few questions which I shared on my X wall. And one of the first thing I asked was, what was the duration of the contract? In fact, the partnership. Let me use their words.
Between the FA and Adisa Production.
Adisa Production. What role is government playing in the partnership? So first of all, duration of partnership. Secondly, how much is involved in that partnership? And then if you talk about the $100,000, that is $1.8 million that is going to the clubs. Or 18 million Ghana cedis. Where is the 18 million Ghana cedis coming from? Then aside that, there would be a production cost. I worked with Super Sports when they were in Ghana 2013. The deal, I think that the renewal, the 3-year renewal extension was around $1.03 million.
At that time?
At that time. And they were using close to, let's say, $1 million for production.
Wow, for a season?
Yes, for a season. And I know Star Times were using close to that amount for production. And maybe for those watching us, production means you're carrying your OB van, your technical man, your cameraman, studio analyst, pitch side and satellite, everything, commentators and everything. Wow. That is the production. So before you see the game on TV, these are the things that... So imagine you are traveling with an OB van and a generator from Dakuma to Tamale.
Or a Premier League game,
Yes.
With a 25-man contingent.
Thank you. With a 20-man. Yes. Some are flying, some are traveling by. So this is what I was asking. The cost of production, who is paying? The money to the clubs, who is paying? Aside that, we should also forget that there is a prize money for whichever position you finish on the league.
Yeah, has that been disclosed? I doubt.
No. But he said there will be, Ket said there will be a reward for how you finish on the league, just like in the English Premier League where they have dedicated amount per position you finish on the league. So these are the questions that I needed answer to. But I've also done my own search. The money is coming from government.
Straight from the coffers of the government.
Straight from the coffers of government. It is the FA, they don't have 80 million to give their clubs. They don't have money to pay production. So it is government.
Straight from the government.
It is our money.
They are not ready to give 80 million.
They are not ready.
Do they have it?
They don't have it. They don't have it.
Got 18 million.
I think it should rather be they are not ready to give 80 million.
No, but no. Where are they going to get 80 million from? The FA, what do? Where are they going to get it from?
80 million, you're talking about
that's
$1.8 million.
Dollars to give away.
If FIFA and CAF is giving them money, there is a purpose for that money. If it's a FIFA-funded Go Project money, if it is a CAF, support money, CAF won't come and give you free money. He will give you money and tell you the purpose.
But they have
of the
more
money.
than 20 sponsors at the Football Association.
And you think that the 20 sponsors at the FA, I don't want to give them free mileage on the one top. They haven't paid anything. They haven't put anything on top
on the table.
On the table. But do you think that those sponsorship are directly to the Premier League? Don't forget that the FA has other competition.
Yeah, of course.
If the Black Stars brand can get you 1.8 million, not the Premier League. Because in recent times, corporate body didn't. So me, I am in favor and support of government putting money in the FA for the Ghana Premier League because yet me contractor be 10 million say koye kwan.
It doesn't even happen.
Politician be so as carry their fa baby.
Yeah, it doesn't even happen.
So if government feels that, and at a point, I think in Argentina, they realized that the Brazilians were improving on their league. They were selling players, and that was contributing to the GDP of the country. So the Argentina government said, you know what, let me give you money. Pump money into your league.
That's
Make it
government
visible.
funded.
Yes. So I don't have any problem at all with government putting money in the league.
But then why do you worry about how
no,
much?
but I
how
should
much,
know.
No,
And
what?
do you know the
Yeah,
reason why
no.
I'm coming there? The
Okay.
reason why I'm asking for duration and how much is the same football association, and not to be specific to Ket, the Kwesi Nyantechi, the Ket, we signed a deal with First Capital Plus. How did it go?
Okay, that was a deal with a private entity. So
I'm coming.
yes,
How
yes.
did it go?
Okay.
It's at the sound of a private entity.
Yeah, it is.
Yes. So I'm coming.
No, these
I'm
were
coming.
it's a bit different. Let's
It is
get
not
straight
different.
from
I'm
the
coming.
record.
I'm coming.
These were
If you let me land.
companies that were
Let
going
me land.
to be no. Let's get it straight. Let's get it on record. These were companies that were bidding to be what? Title sponsors of the league.
I'm coming.
That has
I'm
nothing
talking
to do-
about partnership. I'm talking about partnership, sponsorship.
Okay.
Whichever way.
Okay.
Title, sponsor, broadcast, production, whatever. There was a deal.
Okay.
First Capital Plus didn't end well.
Yeah.
Xylophone didn't end well. Glow didn't end well.
Yeah.
Bet Power
No.
didn't end well. There were change of owners. They decided, no, they want to
Even
pull out.
change- Yeah, they altered the contract.
Star Times didn't end well.
But it ended. Start times.
I'm coming.
No.
If I say I'm coming, let me make a
Their
point.
contract came to an end.
Wait,
it
contract came to an end. Why are they in court?
It's over.
I'm coming. Why? So it means that yes, contract came to an end, but not the kind of end both parties would have want. Why didn't the FA renew the deal with Star Times?
Because the
Let's be
government
very
was willing.
honest.
Because
I'm
government
coming.
was
I'm
willing
coming.
to invest.
Because the FA feel that there is some monies that need to be paid. So what I want to my case I want to make is that we've had football associations go into deals and partnership and sponsorship concerning the product Ghana Premier League, and it has not ended well.
Okay.
So that is why I am asking the necessary questions as to where the money is coming from.
It's
what
from
the
government. You
duration-
answered that yourself.
Yes, but but government haven't said that. Fine, it is from government. What is the duration?
Okay.
If you tell me it is a long-term deal, long-term, Nanedu, if you say 5 years, 10 years, a long-term deal, are the clubs going to still get 1 million Ghana cedis in 2027?
Okay.
Are the clubs going to get 1 million or $100,000 in 2028? We don't know the duration of the deal. And Uncle Tunchen, the clubs themselves, for this deal to be very, very
Maybe
successful.
the clubs are aware, but we don't know it in public.
No, you see, the clubs, that's what I'm saying, that even if you are not disclosing the exact figures, give us duration. I don't think it's a problem. We've signed a deal or partnership because if it is government money, but you see, a time will come, the sports minister will go to parliament. He would have to disclose how much this partnership is. So I don't want to even go into...
So you think we don't have to jump the gun now?
No, I'm not. But I was feeling...
we-
See, in terms of integrity,
Okay.
transparency,
I'm sure the deal was signed not long ago.
But it doesn't
It's been
matter. But the
barely
deal
a week
has
since the deal
you
was
see,
signed.
but
So
the deal
I
has
believe
been-
with time, all
I,
these,
I,
all
I,
these
I
details.
think Joe, where the problem is, I remember the first 3 months of this current government, State of the Nations, President went to the Parliament, say anything around sports, any football, he has ordered his sports minister to make it public to Ghanaians.
Okay.
So make I say, anche near co-independence. No, can I say the budget channel would be independence. Our Independence Square. What is so?
slashed
Almost
it, yeah.
10%, like times 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or spending just 10% of that amount. No, the year what? Flagstaff House. So Ghana
Jubilee
for
House.
born about to say, Sika to say what matches so. So Ghana for nya adwene be say, and yes, idea anything about your football and your sports, it will be made public. Me know can say under this government, you bought World Cup qualifiers.
We've not seen the budget yet.
We've not seen the budget for
That's
that.
the point, yeah.
Or mine at the Blasters to kwanye free Ghana akobo 2 international friendly games in UK.
Yes. The Unity Cup.
We've
The
not
Unity
seen-
Cup.
No, even with that one, you could say that there wasn't a budget because there were organizers and they definitely pay you to partake.
But
So
and
much
the
was
I
paid?
can then I know.
Yeah,
that.
yes, okay.
So
So
it
they
means
have to make an
obviously,
You have to be careful.
No, you
Don't be the Sergio Ramos
It's fair.
of the-
No, it's fair. No, listen, we are
Please.
educated, we are informing.
Yes.
So it's fair to play the devil's advocate. That
Okay,
sometimes
so you are
yeah,
playing the
I'm
devil's
only playing the devil's advocate,
Okay.
but I'm not.
But don't be the devil. You
No,
can
I'm not the
play that,
devil.
don't
I'm
be
not
the
the devil himself. I'm not the devil. Yes. So go on.
Black Queens akobo AFCON aba. Omo called Parliament. Minorities member 100,000 Ghana cedi. Omo called the office of the presidency. Ya more muska. The office of the presidency, nanga sika no odi ama black queens. Yan tudi.
From that one is also different because that wouldn't be on record. That wouldn't. It's from the pocket of the president. So I think we don't have to go down that.
The pocket from
Yes, so it's
from the pocket of president.
It's from the pocket of the
And any
president.
personal
Yes,
money.
Yes, it's personal
It's
money.
confirmed,
No,
it's from his pocket.
it's not from. It's not from.
There no problem.
Yeah, it's not
but
from the
Nanadu
state.
is making a point. I want you to allow him
Yes,
to
no,
land.
he needs to go on, but we need to correct him along the line. That's
No,
the
no,
point.
you
We
let
are
him
trying to-
finish. If you have something to say.
let's go on.
Sometimes, now you take the energy away
No,
from
I know he has the energy because we are talking about $100,000 for each club.
So you look at all these things and now be someone say, Adentina, this year, the first 3 months, President Ekojina Parliament, I can say, the sports minister will be accountable to Ghanaians about every dealings between the football association and the other federations in this country. So far, just 2 games with friendly games, and the World Cup qualifier boy up to now, and Barbonting. So you ask yourself, say, as some President Ekojina Hokai, any day they need then they see all of a sudden, young Ghana farmer, and they say, this is what is going on. You ask yourself those questions. Number 2, you catch and say, at the start production, I be taking charge of TV production of the GPL.
Yeah.
And
1 million Ghana
not TV production, commercialization,
marketing.
protecting the brand
So
itself.
marketing, I have problem there.
The whole package has gone.
When we monitor the Football Association since 1957, under this leadership, you get a permanent office for marketing department of the association.
Okay.
Previously, even from Christianity time, Yawotamako time, now the marketing department of the FA, it was not a permanent job. Say, be a Josiah, you're a marketer. About me, product and I say, do Football Association, you take your percentage. But under this leadership, it's a permanent office. I call the Football Association now. Marabi, Nedano.
Okay.
You ask yourself, saying, APL for never by the marketing aspect of our game. You ask yourself, saying, to what more office on so much money you're saying? Is it for the national team now? Or they will link with.
I think there are other products as well. So definitely, maybe they might.
So APL
collaborate.
will be in charge of OV Premier League. But the other product, the marketing department.
Would also take maybe.
So that is another issue. When we talk about the Football Association, one kasa would the Ghana Premier League.
Yeah, definitely.
National teams need the abide the only. So what the Premier League, and I say local football. Now you the Cassia and somebody are also being inside the then people will have to raise concern over that.
Sure.
So before say it's about time our Football Association to make things clear. I think they are involved. Say they're not fellas Minister co parliamentar. It may be some.
But why are we not
But
charging? Why are we not charging?
But why
the
I have
government?
problem? They say.
But we are rather charging the FA to
So
disclose.
that is my last
the
point.
details.
Yeah.
My last point, they say.
Yeah.
Per my investigation about this APR deal, the 2 people who did marketing for us to get the APR, and I say APR deal, is majority leader in parliament and the FA president. That's why
per your knowledge.
Per what me read it and confirm.
It's not confirmed. Per what you know.
Yes. Okay. That is why our lunch nasi. We saw the majority leader speaking on behalf.
You can also add the president because president has willingness to say, "Self, minister,
we are doing it.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that is the reason why
So
the
it
chief of
means-
staff was there.
Chief of staff, majority leader in there is linked to
The
government.
presidency, yeah.
So because is not far from right.
Yeah.
Now if a president so Eddie collapse in him. So when you at it ho. Ni ye bedim komo at say dey Ghanaians. Ye nim the year duration even though ye mu bi ye didim komo yate say 5 years contract but ye use 1 year to assess things.
Wow.
That is what we are hearing.
Oh.
Even though it's not confirmed from either the government or the
FA
football
or the
association
partnership.
or the partnership. But what we are hearing is 5 years, but they are using the first 1 year to assess a lot of things to make the things stable. Then the rest of the years will continue.
Wow.
That is what we are hearing. But my point is, Abaisi Kadie, you are accountable to Ghanaians.
Of course.
So if really it's a government money nowadays, say football mudia. Abana manifesto the same time NDC campaign. Say he will help Ghana football.
But he was even specific. in terms of player salary.
Yes.
There was nowhere in the NDC manifesto that said we will come and form a partnership and give
clubs.
I think that's the thing.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Ebi a omo bubu match clubs and say sika we. Mo fa hwe players. Ebi o ma ka kire mo. But yen no mo nka kire wa bonten. So the question is, if you are accountable to Ghanaians, sika na odi ahyem. Ahe na ade ma FA. Ahe na ade ma adesa. Ghanaians would like to know. And this is a I've heard minister called parliament. Now minority beside the question. Now I no be here no parliament. Na Ghana for akwati. Right our lunch national. It should be clear. Maybe you're happy about it because
I'm also happy.
Though
I'm
1
happy.
million Ghana cedi for our game.
I am happy.
Massive improvement.
Interesting. Let's still move on. But
you see, I wanted to say something.
Okay, Robert.
You see, it is not as if say we are asking too much questions. These are legitimate questions we are asking. And we are also excited. But in terms of excitement, Obia knew about free money.
No, not at all.
So before you end, my problem is what happened to the autonomous league? It happened
3 years ago.
Because
autonomous
I
league,
think we are
I
bad-
doubt it will come on in per structure. No?
Because even the partnership, per what was said at the launch, Oma form a company, Ghana Premiership Limited.
Yeah.
So the partnership, the kind of saying autonomous league, no there, and you are there, baso. But you see, I am also appealing to the partnership. Say, 1 million, we shouldn't give everything to the club before the start of the season.
Why?
I know my clubs.
But no, they've already promised.
Hey, I'm coming.
No,
I'm coming.
Okay.
These clubs,
Now they are in charge. Oh.
I'm coming. That's what I'm saying. My piece of advice. These clubs, they can walk off the pitch.
For what reason?
They've done it before.
I think they are under oath.
I'm coming. What is under oath?
No.
But do you think that there's no rule book that governs our Premier League?
But now no, listen. One thing we are forgetting.
Jose, you are not making me land.
Okay,
Please don't do that.
Go on.
These clubs, they can stop a broadcast right order from showing matches.
it
After
happens
taking
here
$100,000.
But the Start Time and Co and DSTV, when they paying them,
I remember.
they can do that. So that's why I'm saying that we shouldn't give them all the 1 million. Maybe for the start of the season, you need money to prepare. So give them like 50,000 and make sure that
500,000 or 50,000.
500,000 half of
yeah.
the money
Sure.
or $50,000.
Yeah.
Because I know what my clubs can do. 500,000. There are clubs in Ghana that can even pay $20,000 just for 3 points. There are clubs in this country. I'm telling you.
That's
you see,
your claim.
oh, that's what I'm saying. I know
They
they
can pay $20,000 for 3 points.
because you know what clubs are
do
playing.
some of the clubs pay for 3 points?
Oh, of course. Let me tell you this. Before this partnership can work, the 18 clubs have the responsibility. So first of all, the clubs must do what it takes to make sure that this partnership is sustainable. Secondly, we can't have this partnership go well without proper infrastructure. Also, at the sub production, I'm the 10K camera.
Not the quote
I'm the 24 cameras.
Not the quote Chimaya.
Echo Golden City and Atechima. You can't even get 5 places to mount the camera. Most of the venue are not production friendly. So for me, club licensing needs to go hard. And yet every venue.
But when you look at the speech of the president, or say some of the stadiums, or you see ready stadium. So it means club licensing fund, they will work with them. Your venues it will not be approved for Ghana Premier League games.
You see, you can even approve those venues for games.
But the ones that will be on TV.
But on TV there,
You
because
move-
if you
move
talk
from
about
there.
marketing and promotion and all that, you need to make sure that the games are shown on better pitches. And not just the pitches. Because for me to also go to the Accra Sports Stadium, the seats should be clean, the washroom should be
But
clean.
when you look at football,
so
we
infrastructure,
about 10 venues how we can play the
I
Premier League.
think that was the
League.
question I was about to ask. That
You can get to like
looking
10.
at the facilities we've
You can
had,
get 10.
especially last season, some of the teams have been relegated. But then looking at the facilities we have scattered across the country, do you think that we could have even about 10 that you
We can
think
get it.
would?
At least there is 2 in Accra.
Which ones are those?
Legon Sports Stadium
Accra.
and Accra Sports Stadium.
Okay.
2 in Accra. 2 in Kumasi.
which one?
Dr. Kwame Chase Sports Complex. And Baba Yara Sports
One
Stadium.
in Kumasi.
Why?
The Barbara Stadium. When them say technical area sitting, baby no metra. When them pitch no nye juma.
I think
Pitch
they
no
started
nye.
working-
But they started working on it.
Maybe.
No, but
If Baba Yara ain't
coming.
being ready
I
there,
don't
then
want you
we
to
don't have a
look.
stadium
I
in this
don't want
guy.
you to look into the future. Currently, if the league should start this weekend,
It's not starting this weekend.
I'm just making a. Let's
But
talk now.
we have to add Baba Yara.
partially. Ude, you can add Baba.
So
But I'm
Baba
telling
are
you that
four.
Baba currently is not production
Four,
friendly.
So
4.
Yeah.
We have Takwa.
TLE.
5.
5. We have Cape Coast.
Who is playing at Cape Coast? No,
So you can shift
So
one
you
of the
can
teams
you can
there.
bring
who
a
is
team
shifting?
Now
there.
they have a team
Okay,
in Central
Swedro-
Region.
there's Swedro
They have a
Blacks
team
now.
in Central
Yeah.
Region.
There's Swedro Black.
But Stradro All Blacks are putting the Stradro Park in
Yeah,
good
in
condition.
shape. Yeah. But for now, they have a team
So
in
that
Central
makes
Region.
it 6.
So
6.
6.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have
Go to the Volta region. Hoho United.
They have a very
North,
good facility.
North Tamale, Karela,
Tamale makes it 7.
Hohoi.
Makes it 8. That's all.
We have
Pando.
Pando, yes,
Heart
Pando.
of Lions. The
Yes.
Pando Stadium.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
the
no, it's
Pando
good.
Stadium.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Even
Yeah, Pando-
Bebiani is
Nine.
okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
Bibiani. That's what
even
Bibiani.
the-
Bibiani.
Bebiani is okay.
No, no.
You didn't
Come on,
add.
come on.
Let's go to the this is Samates. Dr.
Samates,
Century.
10.
Yeah.
Bebiani,
Oh yeah,
11.
Samates. Samates. The venue is
Yeah,
good.
yeah, Bebiani is good.
Oh,
But you've been there
why
before.
you've been to
So that's what I'm
Samates?
asking.
Is
You
good.
think no standard?
I would even prefer Samates to Bibiani. The Dr. Century
Yeah,
over
Century-
over
no,
the
that's
dance
why I
park.
said-
Even
Yeah,
Obuasi is okay.
Which of Boasi?
Linkley. Who's
Linkley.
playing there?
There's no team.
No, I
there.
doubt. I doubt any team is playing over there.
So it means one of the teams go. So,
All right,
so the Brown and half teams, that is where the problem is.
I think maybe they will.
Wenchi, Techimai,
Bichim.
Bechem,
Doma.
Brekum,
Doma.
Doma, that is where the question mark is. The Brown and half teams. That is where.
And we have about 5 of them playing in the league.
There are 5 teams in
And that
Brown
is why we haven't been
Though
very
my-
good to
my, my
them.
last point on this issue. Me first say yambo aban abaso. Share per what this government or my year to our Premier League. Ama ye who say partially the previous government didn't help our football. Wow. No cry back up. Edu baby a asan one can the way sit here. Ebema next time no ba. Onye ni homework ye.
Of course.
Per what this current government why ye by investing hugely, even though I'm making it public. By
Even though partnership didn't start yet.
yes,
By a
by
good-
any
yeah.
name say aban na the sika besim. Omo say preview and yes so they are not obin said down friend to aban team at the core year beto boy football. And it be a previous moment to man side no. But me for say ebeboa ebe challenge. E dey my government bi obeba say invest in our game. Ghanaians will like
And I'm coming. And it is also a challenge for the clubs to make sure. Me them say partnership will be a juma. 18 clubs no.
very important.
18
They won the
clubs,
3
no.
points and
I'm sure things will get better. Now let's still hang around Ghana football because just recently we had CAF, endorsing the new statute of the GFA president running for a third term in office. It's become so controversial with Ghanaian football fans actually, having divided opinions, sharply divided opinions as to if it's okay for run for a third term. Because already we've seen the FIFA president running for a third term, and it's becoming so. Some people are being objective, but you never know where one stands as far as this is concerned. I'll also be sharing my thoughts on that. But let me start off with you, Nani. Do you endorse it? Do you think it's okay after FIFA's approval, CAF's approval? Do you think it's okay for the president of the Ghana Football Association to go for a third term?
Can I add my mind?
No, Charlie. Let's add.
I love the fact that you're starting with him.
Now, I just want to know what he has to say about this.
Joe,
Yeah.
I remember 2019. Sama na yebe to aba the new president. I Ketokreku wini sa abato no.
Yeah.
Madwene me say football administrator is CIA. I remember physicians.
Yeah, fishers and surgeons.
Na
After
you go
normalization.
No mo promo ho. Just to make sure some man normalize e free ho. No be take you over football. So you wanyama bi wo ha omo year wo ha and they your mama kwenya they may change things.
Okay.
Me mentia se da say. Unse sisi executive council no 12.
Yeah.
Previous no 22. Na RFA chairman be automatically we
Yeah.
ESCO member. Sisi omo 12 executive council. The FA president is part na mo 12.
Okay.
Mentia say oh yeah ESCO member you can go for 3 term. Mentia say oh yeah vice president you can go for 3 term. But FA president now come and 12 now who vision no money ani wo ye adwuma no wo de huntumi ko 3 term mentia say that is one.
Okay.
Number 2, football na ye okuba no. Ne kuba tan kese a ye nyina we fall under them. Eye FIFA and the CAF. In the CAF president you can go for 3 term.
Okay.
FIFA president you can go for 3 terms. So you see there now. Wa wo sha omo asemom
You
untumi
can't
ko
go
3
for
terms.
3
Even though Mejitum said there are other countries that omo go for 2 terms.
2 terms. Yeah.
Let me show America say the day no more share Sambra no, every 6 years, no more a big mistake. By accepting say, oh yeah, ESCO member but my 3 times. But oh yeah, FA president about
only
my
go
2
for
terms.
2.
That is the mistake. Me do 2 terms, there is no problem with it.
Okay.
But once and nipa me ni omu ye adwuma, about my 3. But me na me da de na do also me go 2. Say a year na nka mo machine nyina obi atumi ko 2 term dia nke si wo ha. But nipa no mo ye under me na me vision no mo nya ride on can go for 3 term. But me na me da de na do me tumi ko 3 term. Why?
Nanedu,
You think there's a problem?
Nanedu.
Felix remark.
your MP can go for as long.
But the president can only go for 2 terms.
So
No, but what's the
No, no,
justification?
I'm
What's
coming.
the
I'm
justification? That's the
For what?
point. What's the justification that the vice president, assuming Nanedu is a president, I'm a vice president, I can go for 3 terms, but my president can only go for.
Me now-
Automatically, it means I'm going for 2 because if he loses out, it means maybe I'm also losing out.
Absolutely.
But so what is the logic? What's the rationale behind
you
it?
see, we shouldn't be here seeking justification as to why they can't go 3 terms. We should rather be asking why they want to go 3 terms.
No, but we understand.
I'm coming.
If FIFA is going, if FIFA president
It is
running,
not-
no, if Gianni Infantino has run for a 3rd term unopposed and he's won, he's in his 3rd term in
So I'm
office.
coming. So the justification is because FIFA does 3 terms. So we should
No,
do
not
3
because FIFA does. We are only asking why the vice president can go for 3 terms and the president can
terms.
only
I'm
go
coming.
for only 2.
Nanadu makes the point, say, ESCO members can go.
For 3.
Why are we not reducing that 3 terms for
But
the ESCO
why do you
members?
think
So,
we should?
You see, all this thing is about integrity.
Okay.
And you see, so why you unyama ye, as FA president, you don't even need to convince people that what you need an extra term.
You think so?
I'm coming, and my problem is, even your 2nd term, nuka, so why are you in a rush, in a hurry, to convince Congress?
No, fellas, it's not for the FA
I'm
president.
coming.
too.
It is
It's
for
for
what?
the federation. So Kets can decide on another day.
No,
The time
no,
now,
I'm coming. Baby, meba. It is not. Are you, Nanedu? Be very objective. Are you saying, say, if this request is voted, Kets on standing 3rd term?
A decision will be taken.
It is not about
So,
decision.
uncle.
Let me tell you.
But it's for
that is-
everybody obey FA
he
president to
But
go
gets-
for 3 terms.
why are you confirming? Why are you acting as if it's a given you go for a 3rd term?
he will go for a 3rd term.
You are sure you go?
I
for
say he will go for a 3rd term.
But fellas, the thing is not about Kets.
But
It is not. It is
What about
about
the
the
federation?
It is
Yeah,
not
but
about the federation.
he's the one who pushed it in the first place.
what
Who
are you
sent-
saying?
Who sent the petition to CAF?
No, executive council.
Who sent? Led by.
General secretary.
So
Led
now-
by. But wait.
So
It
now you
doesn't-
see-
it
now you
doesn't-
see
wait,
you are
it
not
doesn't
playing the
favor-
devil's-
It doesn't favor any of the executive members. It favors Kate because
Of
they
course,
can all
it-
run for a 3rd
So
term.
how
Yes.
the some never say.
So it's about Kate.
The general secretary.
That's what I want to
It's about-
And
I want
the
you to
ESCO members
understand.
now, omo they are the general secretary, but they call FIFA no. They work under the FA president.
Nanedu.
Yes.
Nanedu.
Omo kwa
But with
Nanedu.
this
Nanedu.
petition, it only favors Kate. Let's not
That is
act as
what I
if
want to-
it favors any other
it-
person.
It's a
It's Kate.
federation.
No,
No.
no.
It will
They
favor
are-
only Kets for
The
now.
rest can go for 3.
Yes,
They
then-
sent it for the FA president.
No,
Not for
but it's
Kate.
up to Kets to be decided.
Yes, that's why we say it favors whichever we would choose to look at it. It favors Kate. That's the point.
No,
because it's
Josiah,
invested.
Josiah, see, the issue is we have, after normalization, we all decided that these are the best practices in terms of governance.
Then.
For our- yeah, no, that
Then.
is no.
Then.
I'm saying if you say then, I don't. Everything from normalization is what we
Was
are
still in
currently
place
using.
until
Until
they
what?
sent this one.
No, that's what I'm saying. That is what we have now.
Yeah, exactly.
So why are we changing? And you see, I honestly believe that you don't need 12 years, 12 long years
You say
to
no.
I'm coming to execute what you'd have for our football association. I am very disappointed because the same people who accuse Kwesi Nyantakyi of staying in power for long
For how many years?
are the same people.
13 years.
13 years old. What is the difference between 12 and 13?
There's just a year difference.
The same people.
The reason
I'm
why
coming.
1 year I'm
Let- let- let-
I'm
let-
coming.
let-
Are the
let-
same people that want to push the FA's term for 3. You see, it will be against the principle and integrity of governance.
That's
For you, I'm coming.
that's not short, is it?
No, because why do you want to change it? That's why I'm saying that I wish you are giving me genuine reasons why you feel, say, you'd want an extra time.
But Felix, why do you think even someone like Gianni Infantino would choose to go for amend the rules and go for a third term?
You see,
He can even go for fourth.
you see, let me tell you something. I am not
So what
worried.
I'm hearing.
I am not worried about FIFA.
Okay.
And for me, I think that even for us, do we have any problem with what is happening in FIFA? No. My main concentration has to be what is happening in my country.
Okay.
If you've done quite so well, I don't think you even need to convince people that you need an extra term. When your current term hasn't even expired.
But what if he's made his projections and he believes 2 terms might not be enough
To do what?
to implement my visions, my
The
philosophy, my
same people who
ideologies?
complain about the former president going 13 years. Let me tell you something. Let's be very honest with you.
Wow.
For me, I personally think that we don't need to have one person stay in power at the FA for 12 long years. Over a decade.
The most is 8.
Maximum should be 10.
Maximum is the 2 terms.
Two
The
terms.
8 years
Should be
is
10 years.
enough. It's enough. Even as a country, our presidential term is how many?
2.
8 years.
Yeah.
You understand?
Because I have problem with that. Me, I
That-
wish it was 5-5.
You see, that is it. 8 years. Look at how big the country is. How many constituencies? How many regions? And Nukra.
But we are looking
coming.
at football from a different scope.
But your man too is talking about why ESCO have to go 3 years and vice president 3, but president
goes to.
You understand? But the issue is, my issue is, what have you done so significantly that you can boldly say, I want to continue? That's why I want to hear it from the people that go out there and make the decision.
Let's improve our domestic football.
It has not improved our domestic football. See, let me tell you something.
Oh.
This Kets administration
In the
have
last
done-
5 years,
I'm
we've been
coming.
playing Ghana Premier League consistently.
Consistently without
Any issue.
issue.
Yeah.
But have you seen
Because
progress?
we bought one
Have
one
you-
half a
3 years
season.
ago, we saw.
Have you seen progress?
Ashgold plays an.
Have you seen progress in our league? Have you seen progress in the league?
It's better than previous.
Better. It is not better than previous.
Wow.
I have watched the ABC Premier League. I've watched the Kinafama Premier League. I've watched the
One
One
Touch.
Touch Premier League. It was
the
more
Globe,
exciting.
The Globe Premier League.
See, we have a lot of issues. Back then, you say that maybe the influx of foreign league and all that. But I personally don't think that this administration have done a lot to deserve an extra term. Moreover, when your current second term, you are into the 6th year, right?
Yeah.
2027 will be its final year.
So you
So
have
this
two
is the
more.
sixth- yeah,
so
so
you
this
have
is the
2
sixth
more
year.
years to even end your second term. Are you saying that 2 years you
That is
can't
why
do
I
now?
didn't favor him
I'm
directly.
coming.
But I
What-
can favor anybody
It
who
will
comes.
favor him. He will go. Nanedu. See, when it comes to catch them young policy, solid.
Solid.
When it comes to women's football,
Solid.
solid. As for the league and Koye,
I think look at the governance structure of the FA.
what the government?
and
So
how does
if
that-
there's a
what's
government
the direct
structure,
impact of the
I'm
governance
coming.
structure?
If there's a government structure, why are you trying to maneuver?
No, but
and
these
go
are
behind the
laws.
gov-
These are laws that can be amended. So
Fine.
When you enter the
It is
football
not-
association,
it is not every-
really you see say football improve.
my friend, you just look at the structure over there. You think it's guys. Let's move on. Let's
From the
quickly
communication department,
You see,
marketing
you know what I want
department,
to say?
executive
Say-
council,
say-
you know what I want to say?
everything is on course.
Me,
Yeah.
I don't want to cry more than they bereave.
Okay.
If the Premier League clubs feel it is okay
They should go and vote.
and they are happy with what Kets is doing,
They should go and vote.
they should go. But I don't want them.
Oh, you see, by the way, I see a Congress, they own issue.
That's what I'm saying. You see,
They
and
will
that is,
send you everything.
you see, and my
for you
problem
to
is,
approve it before you go
you
to
see,
Congress.
my
grounds.
problem is that is why me I have even issue with the composition of people that go to Congress. If let's say His Royal Highness open so, if he appoints Nana Kontopo in Fari, I've forgotten that. If he goes to Congress, if Togbe Afede goes to Congress, if Nana Ajimabedu the second goes to Congress, if how do you call it, the right
Nana Fosuji
Nana Fosuja, if the actual owners of the clubs are at
Ohina
Congress, if Peter Mewu and Co are at Congress, would you go to Congress and go and promise boot and what and whatever? See, the composition
But
of
that is an improvement.
It is not
in the
important.
Division 1. You know, oh, Malcolm Vulture.
But I thought you said you
Oh,
never
oh,
endorsed mediocrity.
He's doing the PR job for them.
I thought you said you never.
They give every Division 1 club 80,000 Ghana cedi
For what?
for Premier Division 1.
Division 1.
From the
80,000.
FA Scaffers.
For what?
From the FA
For
Scaffers.
what?
For the Premier Division 1.
For what? What are they
At
using?
first, they were not receiving any amount of money. FA will buy no decided so the South will.
So what are they using that money? What's that money for?
You know, to prepare yourself for the Division 1.
Interesting. Now, gentlemen, let's move on. Let's quickly do
No, there is
some
an improvement
transfer
from the Ghana Football
news.
Association.
I wish them
Thomas Partey is making the headlines, not because he's been charged with 5 counts of rape and sexual assault, but then he's been linked to a move heavily, to a move to the back to the La Liga. Villareal is the team, and per popular or per reports, he's passed his medical. He'll be pending a 2-year deal to stay at the La Ceramica for 2 years. So hopefully, even before the World Cup, Thomas Partey will be playing in Europe, and definitely we'll be seeing him in the UEFA Champions League. But Felix, let me ask, were you surprised? Arsenal, we knew there was never going to be, a contract extension due to 1 or 2 reasons, because Arsenal already lined up a replacement and they are in. But then Villareal, not Barcelona, not Juventus, not Al Nassr, not Etihad. Villareal, are you content?
Of course, because Villareal will be playing in Europe.
Yeah.
They are a very good team. They are a Spanish team. And I think that if you look at all the issues surrounding Partey, I think that going back to a league where he knows very well, it's a very good decision. And I'm just hoping that for sporting reasons, he gets to clear his name with the charges that have been, put up against his name in the British courts. Because I'm sure that Villareal, before they sign that deal, they surely would have a clause that says that if things don't go your way, there is a possibility that we terminate the contract. So I'm just praying that he'll be able to clear his name so that he'll be able to play his football. For me, it's a good decision. In fact, I for once I thought that he won't be able to play in Europe again. A lot of people spoke about maybe he getting booed and all that. He was being booed in Arsenal for the past 1 season, and he's been able to play there. So I don't think that will affect, his chances. And for me, I'm also happy as a Ghanaian because we are going into a World Cup here, and we expect our best players to be playing in the top leagues in Europe. And this, for me, offered Thomas Partey a good opportunity to do what? To play. And I think that sometimes when you are super good, the club would always stand by you. And I'm sure that in the deal with Villareal, I'm sure they might also offer him some legal assistance in the current case that he has. And aside that, the money aspect too is good. Because in the UK, when you have issues like this rape charges and alleged rape charges, the lawyers know very well that you are a footballer. You've been earning over £200,000. They will milk you an hour they spend with you in court.
Wow.
So you definitely need to have a club where you can at least get money to sort out your legal issue. So it is good. I wish him all the best. But the most important thing now for me is the fact that I want him to be able to clear his name. And rape cases can go a very long way. It might even take 2-3 years for them to, finish the case. But I'm hoping that it will be as quickly as possible so that he will also get the right frame of mind to honor his contract with Villareal, because I don't want him to be playing with the mindset that you play a game on a weekend and probably have to fly to the UK for a court appearance and all
come
that.
back again.
And the English press, they will try and give you names and
So
psychologically
it
can affect you. But I know Thomas Partey has been able to deal with all this pressure from Arsenal fans and away fans over the course of the years that he's been alleged to have committed those offenses. So I wish him all the best, and I pray that he'll be able to clear his name and have a wonderful season with Villareal.
But Nane, do you think it's a good move? Ghana, captain, a leader in the dressing room, Villareal now from Arsenal. It's not a huge downgrade. Some people are saying it's a huge downgrade. But you think Arsenal to Villareal is a huge downgrade?
Partey is 32 years.
Yeah, he's 32 years of age.
And going to play with Villareal now is a good move. I want all my players in the Black Stars team to be ready for the World Cup. Me and hear me. How are they ready now? Partey, me yes, sure, in the last World Cup, I doubt 5 years time World Cup, Partey will be ready for that. I doubt. So it be a World Cup, we be in the last World Cup as a player. So the most important thing is to play for a club or be competitive. To play for a club or be see a kind in the best tournament, Champions League, Spanish La Liga. Villareal will be playing in the Champions League.
Yeah.
That is the most important thing. When you look at the young players now, APM free, Blaster team, because they are all moving to the top 5 leagues just to cut the eye of the head coach of the Blasters. Francis Abu making the move. Ransford Collins-Doba making the move. Lawrence Ejekum making the move. Most of these players want to play in a league. Blaster coach be who am on them. Partey is back from injury. Jordan Ayew want to compete. So Partey going to play for Villareal. A big move at the Mother Blasters of Ghana. Number 2, the Spanish La Liga demands different from the English Premier League. And the way Partey battled with injuries for about 2 or 3 years of his career.
What would be
It's good to say.
What about La Liga?
Oh, they compare the English Premier League and what they know the Premier League. No,
Yeah,
La Liga a little bit flair.
less demanding.
Yes,
you see,
compared to the English Premier League playing for Arsenal, Man City, and the likes. What they compare Villareal difference.
Okay.
What they say? And no, Bema Partey, I feel free. No, I am ready for us. I know Partey when he was playing for Atletico Madrid, the impact in the Blasters. Now Partey when he was playing for Arsenal, the impact in the Blasters. Or call England, because see Academy Arsenal or to chance to train in the Blaster games.
Because of injury, no.
Because of injuries. Yeah. But when he was playing the Spanish La Liga, we didn't see that thing from Thomas Partey. We didn't hear stories from Thomas Partey. What I say, in the Spanish La Liga, no about Blaster or about the advanced rule, about hat-trick, no many idea, making instant impact to the Blasters. Or call the English Premier League, or about Blaster is like our holidays. What I say, or you're more relaxed. Because on personal plan, they come back to England.
But let's be honest, in the last season with us now, Blasters improved here. This season, in fact, they just ended season. Arsenal,
the best football.
Yeah.
Edema Arsenal.
But I also want you to understand, say injuries. No, it's almost a warrior. Say,
La Liga, they know about Villareal, and Real Madrid, and Barcelona, and Atletico Madrid. It will be less pressure compared to the previous team. But then here not what they ever World Cup. Me they hear me see about Thomas Partey. So but my available for us in the World Cup because he's one of the players in the Blasters team. You need like for like replacement.
Of course.
Now we are looking at somebody about 20 Partey boy in the Blasters team. That is why Ibrahim Sulemana, Francis Abu, Lawrence Ejekum, player about Oviedo. Guy about
Kofi Zibo.
Simon Zibo. These are all players. They are all going to fight as to when about 20 Partey appear in the double pivot. Yeah. So Partey is the mainstay in the Blasters. We are not looking at somebody. So the most important thing for me is that Partey be fully fit for the World Cup. And Villareal bet my start platform no to prepare especially for the World Cup. Partey only more than 2 major tournaments for the Blasters. Only more than 2. Only more than 2.
You bet me in a World Cup near AFCON.
World Cup 1.
AFCON 2027.
Yes.
Bet me.
Or World Cup next year. Then no, AFCON 2027. Yeah. I doubt 2029 going. Partey will be available. I doubt.
All right, gentlemen. Let's quickly move to Europe. Let's take a look at what's happening. Manchester United have won the Premier League.
Hey,
glory,
which league?
Glory. They've won the Premier League. Manchester United
which league?
They've won the Premier League.
League
Manchester United has won the Premier League.
Premier League. League I start here.
Glory, glory, Man United. Glory, glory, Man United. They beat West Ham. They beat Bournemouth. And they drew with Everton. They've won the Premier League Summer Series in the United States of America.
Be specific.
Which is the Premier League.
Oh.
It's a Premier League. He never waited for me to land.
No, the Summer Series.
I said United have won the Premier League.
Yeah.
And they've won the Premier League. And it looks like there's some changes. But what do you make of this United team and what do you think they can achieve?
As because Arsenal winning Champions League, no man land. Forgetting Arsenal winning the Champions League,
the women's champion. All right, but fellas, let talk to me about Manchester United.
Honest truth is, I watched the series, Manchester United matches. I think you could see Amorim's identity.
God,
in the team. But you also need personnel. I think say United major problem from Manchester Michel, they need a midfielder with physical presence. Midfielder bet me a retrieve balls, bet me a tackle, and then bet me a progressive ball. No? So if you ask me, in somebody like Ebia Caicedo, I did back one United, Missy.
Casemiro is not giving them that.
I think say Casemiro no, the tank no. I am.
Then I'm going for Kamavinga.
Kamavinga, I don't think United will want to go that way. Yeah. I was thinking, say, this Brighton boy.
Baleba.
No, Baleba.
Carlos Baleba.
Yes. He's been molded in the way of Moise Caicedo. Or yes, sir, or yes, sir, dirty work. No, Amao. You need that particular, attributes or midfield. I think, say, anonym idea Manchester United there then. Lucky. Secondly, I also think, say, they will need to add a player up front in terms of attack.
With all the options they have.
You see, you need to have a lot of better option. But just as also share transfer market now, it is bloated.
But they need a goalkeeper.
As for goalkeeper, and Rami share Tom Hilton. He's very good. Yeah. And I know, say, Onana is not a very bad goalkeeper. Okay. Sometimes one say, when you play in a very big team, and in a British team like United, it comes with a lot. And sometimes you say team ni nya ade na uba, it may affect you psychologically. So for me, I think the goalkeeping aspect, I don't think it's a challenge. What I feel United now needs, for the start of the season, about next week, they need to sort out their midfield. They can manage even without a striker, but for them to stay competitive and to push into the top four, they need to have that midfield sorted because midfield need that is the engine of the team.
But will you pick Onana ahead of Richie Ofori?
Who?
Richie Ofori.
Over
Onana.
Oh, of course. I'll pick Onana ahead of Richie Ofori.
Based on
save rates, based on playing from the back.
Errors.
As for the errors there, I would think, say, if you look at matches that Onana, first of all, I want to go into the save because the most important thing about a goalkeeper is saves. They say, "I be a football," I say, "I want a ball-playing goalkeeper," and Onana does that so well. But I don't think, say, if you look at the caliber of Onana in terms of international matches, in terms of experience, I don't think, say, Richard Fofori comes near Onana in any way.
Richard Ofori, Onana.
I'll go for Onana.
Oh, sorry, but your own countryman, your compatriot.
I'll go for Onana. Where Onana, it made in the football, they could do.
Okay, baby, or the football, no.
It's
not about how good he is, but
he is good. Now you're good and
we've seen average players get to the top. We've seen quality players there.
Baby, I work on.
So it's based on baby.
Men feed the devil's advocate.
No, wait. You mean that baby Onana, where Onana has gotten to now, makes him better than Ofori, but not because.
Okay. So where you are is also important.
Okay.
He did his best. No, could do Man United.
Okay. Adumbi.
Bibi no yeah.
It was Greece.
When It
was Greece.
From Ajax to Inter.
It was Greece. Just Ajax, Inter, Manchester United.
Hey.
Semi-finals
Barcelona
of the Champions League with Ajax. Finals of the Champions League with Inter Milan.
You think he deserves a credit for carrying the
for a
team
goalkeeper that played for the best team in Holland, the best team in Italy, and playing for one of the best teams in the world.
One of the worst teams in England currently.
Oh no, but it is not about United itself. It is not. You see,
one of the worst squad.
I did not regretting their decision bringing in a ball playing goalkeeper because that's not what he needed.
You see, first of all, Onana wasn't brought in by Amorim.
Yeah.
The previous coach brought him because he has worked with him before. And you see, let's be very honest. Onana at Inter was good. Sometimes, if you are even a good player and you come into a team that has bad culture, performing badly, it can affect you.
That was the year winning player of the season after player of the season at Manchester
You see, so that is the reason. Because your team defensively were poor. And that is the reason why De Gea was under a lot of pressure. And for me, I think that those who decided to part ways with De Gea made a very huge mistake.
No, that is the biggest mistake.
Yes, because for me, I think that if De Gea was still a United player, he would have improved.
They should go in for Donnarumma.
Omo niska.
Donnarumma won't be bad for Manchester.
Omo niska.
It's the best
You think
replacement
so?
for
United
David
do
De
not
Gea.
have enough in their coffers.
They don't have money.
to bring in.
They don't. You see, even if you have money, the Glazers, what's the name? Your new co-owner,
Yeah.
he won't. They won't spend that
They won't
figure.
spend
Me in
that.
the PSG
Already.
team, me United I come for Donnarumma and Vitinha.
You see,
No, you can't get.
see,
those
you see,
players.
you
Like,
see.
this is unreal.
So that's what
Not
I'm saying.
even in FIFA.
They
you
are
don't
not
get.
making. They are not making the right transfer decisions. Who goes to Paris, buy Ugarte and leaves Vitinha?
No, because at that time, Ugarte was available. Let's not forget he was a player they brought from Portugal.
United as a team should be getting any player they want.
No, even
But the
Madrid,
thing
even
is,
Madrid
you are-
do not even end up getting every player they want.
No. But Madrid have a way to get the player
Some
they want
of the
to.
you can get some of the players.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Uh-huh.
Agree. You are United.
Where
fan.
Barcelona?
So Man
I'm
U
coming.
to cover Ruben
No,
Neves
me bow.
Ruben Neves from where?
from
Sanedu.
Yeah.
Oh, that's different. Ruben Neves is not playing
Nanedu.
for any top club.
Truth of the matter is, the team United is no more attractive.
Can any team buy Josh Kimmich from Bayern Munich? Be honest.
See,
No, I'm asking. Can any team buy Josh Kimmich?
every player has
Oh,
a
the
price.
price, yeah.
At the end of the day, before you even officially contact a club for a transfer, you need to speak to the player's management.
That's the point.
And then you speak
So
to the
at this
player.
point, you
but
think-
the thing is,
you think
but the
you
thing-
can go in for
Nanedu,
any of these PSG
Nanedu,
players? Let's be fair with
see,
ourselves.
let me tell you something. Let's agree. Say, offer players are in the English Premier League. A lot of players will go to Liverpool. Probably might choose Chelsea than
course.
United.
Of course.
Because team no say no and you're attractive.
that's
And
the
that
point.
is,
It's-
and I'm
no,
coming,
it's-
and that
it's
is
a
also
statement.
that is also the reason why you also struggle to get some targets.
To some extent, but then that's where we just draw the curtains on this episode of the One Top Podcast. It's been quite entertaining. You know, in the subsequent editions, the Premier League will be resuming very soon. But then there's the Community Shield.
We can win about community shield.
Yeah, the Community Shield will be featuring two
And
huge.
the following weekend,
The following
Man U
weekend,
Arsenal.
Premier League begins, and
Charlie,
Manchester United will be
championship,
here in the
championship,
studios,
championship.
and we'll be, and the good thing is we have some connoisseurs, as far as the Panthers, association is concerned, and definitely they'll be putting together some juicy odds for you on the One Top Podcast. So it's quite a lot. There's quite a lot to expect subsequently on the One Top Podcast. My name is Jose. I was here with, I don't know, he's not.
No quiz today. Thank you.
Kind of sip tea, so yes, now. Thank you very much, and y'all. And don't forget to like the content and also share.
Press the bell,
and
press the
subscribe.
bell, press the
We've
bell.
always been amazed by the support, but then we keep growing the One Top family, and you can also be a part of the One Top family. Just
Press the bell.
Press the bell. Bing, bing,
Bing,
then
bing.
you subscribe. And don't forget that FPL is also coming, and definitely we'll also be coming your way with some tips in FPL. We'll be releasing our code very soon, One Top League. Yes, it's a One Top League where the winners will definitely have some prizes to win. But for now, we are just out.